It's down there, and they give him a drug. Do you know it's got to be the first time in the history of the United States Navy, my beloved Navy, that a guy that was an officer just got commissioned on the very first time they give him a drug test as soon as he walks on. You know what that, Joe Biden? That's the Navy telling you, hey, dude, you may have jammed that down his throat, but we're going to cough it back up on you, okay? We're going to cough it. We're going to cough up a nasty loogie, which is going to be your son, okay? That's outrageous. The investigation, remember, when the deplorables put their children, allow their children to volunteer and go into the all-volunteer force, the one thing they ask is to make sure that the non-commissioned officers and the officers look after their well-being. They understand they're going to go in harm's way. They understand they may sacrifice everything. Look over at Arlington, it's Section 60. Parents know that. My daughter was over in Iraq. Every day you realize you have no power over this, right? All you do is have the power of prayer. You have no power what's going to happen. It's totally outside of your control, the helicopter parents. The only thing the parents ask for is to make sure that non-commissioned officers and commissioned officers do their best to make sure that in harm's way that there are going to be rules and regulations to make sure their children can perform at the highest level in some form of safety, understanding they could be killed. The top thing in the all-volunteer force, particularly in today's society, is drugs. To have an officer that you force in there at 43 years old, Joe Biden, and to allow him to have opportunity around enlisted kids is a disgrace. And the lie, this shows you what the Bidens are. The lie he told, I bummed some cigarettes and must have been laced with cocaine, trying to blame somebody else. No. Bidens, you stink from the fish rots from the head down. And I got to tell you, Joe Biden showing his cowardice. Biden, you can run, but you can't hide from me. We're coming for you every second of every day. And remember, if for some possibility, remote possibility, you steal this from Donald Trump, every day of your life is going to be hell. Every day of your life is going to be hell because you have sold out this country. You sold out the military. You sold out these enlisted kids. You've gotten away. You've skipped all your life past this. Okay? Guess what? You're now in the turbulence. Okay? And it's not going to get any better. It's only going to get worse because this is expanding. You know, my brother here, Jag Maxey, he tells me, hey, dude, there's so many other prominent families involved in this. This is the permanent political class. This is the managed decline, Teresa Hines and Chris Hines. This is the managed decline of this country. This is why Donald J. Trump is president of the United States. Because the last time in 2016, he ran against the representatives of the elite in the managed decline, Hillary Clinton, a neoliberal neocon. And now we have it again, Bernie and Pocahontas. Where was the oppo, Elizabeth Warren, of all the money you raised? Where's the oppo on Biden? Why is Bernie Kerik and Rudy Giuliani and Steve Bannon, all these guys you detest? Why does it have to be us in the closing days of the race? Where were you in the 2 years? The Democratic Party, the populist Democratic Party, and the Bernie Sanders guys that watch this. Even if you hate Trump, you can't vote for that. You can't vote for Biden. Bernie Sanders, you're a disgrace. You've had 2 shots, you wimp. You've had 2 shots to do this, and you're too gutless, and you're not tough enough to take on the Bidens. You're not tough enough. You think you're going to come in and make change? Do you understand what this system is? Do you understand how powerful it is, how much money it has, how much power it has, how much technology it has? You think you're going to wander in here like Larry David with your hair all over, oh, you're going to do this? You're not going to do anything. You know why you're not going to do anything? You couldn't even take on the Clintons, and you couldn't take on the Bidens. That's what this is about. You want to talk populism and economic nationalism? Hey, if you want to act on it and not talk about it, you got to start to break down the system. And the way you break down the system, you go into those areas that you can bang the weakest elements of the chain. The weakest element is the guy that's hiding in Delaware today. He's weak. He coughed it up on the Neil Kinnock thing after a couple of things of plagiarism. Hey, Biden, Joe, when you putting the bib on him today and feeding him the Gerbers, the mashed peas? Is that lunch? Is lunch mashed peas? So it's going to be peaches, right? Before the sundowner. Yes, I can get, my mom said,